something else, all right? Good, good, good. Awesome.
I've had a very productive day. I packed, threw away a chair, and then I went to the house. I grabbed all my stuff from here. Very productive day.
Perfect. All right, so more people are getting on. Now we're gonna go over those 6 strikes that we've all been doing this week, or well, the past couple of months. So go ahead, grab it in your right hand, and then here we go. 1, 2, 3 across, 4 back, 5 in, flip it, and 12. Good. So those are the 6 we've been going over. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and last one, 12. Good. And remember, our footwork is exactly the same as what we did with our sticks, right? When we were doing all of our stick stuff. It's the same footwork. All right, so we're making that V. We step out and back on both sides. All right, so let's go ahead and do this again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 12. Good. All right. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and flip it, and 12. Good. All right, and again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 12. And remember, where is your other hand at? I know it's not by your waist. It should be in the middle of your body, just like mine. Keep that hand up. Good. Just keep going with those 6. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12. I'm holding my arm like I broke it. 2, 3, 4, 5, flip, 12. So these are all the strikes. If I switch my hands face this way, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flip, 12. Good. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12. All right, let's go over the blocks. So go ahead, you can put your belt or your knife on the floor, somewhere where you're not gonna misplace it or anything like that. So, all right, let's go through the blocks. Remember, someone's attacking with their right hand. They're gonna try to go whoa with their hand. So we need to make sure we're blocking with our right hand. So we step across, block, and pass. And it's the same with number 2. Block and pass. All right, so that's 1 and 2. 1 and 2. All right, 3 and 4. We're doing those round kick covers where we're like this, but we're facing sideways. So we got 3 and 4. Good. And remember, the hand that's closest to the camera is the one that goes down, and the hand furthest goes up. All right, hand closest to the camera down for 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Good, so, and next we have 5. 5, remember we step off to the side, pass. Pass. That's for number 5. Pass. 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 And last one, number 12. That's one where we're going up. So we do a high block and draw that C. Again, high block, draw the C. High block, draw the C. Good. All right, let's do it again, starting from number 1. So 1, we step in, block, down. 2, block, down. 3, round kick cover. 4, round kick cover. 5, pass. And 12, high block, and draw that C. Good. So, if you guys are doing this at home, use the hand that's most comfortable, right? For 5 and 12, if you're good with your right hand, that's where you step off and use your right hand for the block. If you like your left hand, you could do the same thing. You're just using your left hand, all right? It doesn't matter which side you use the side that's comfortable for 5 and 12. But the other 4, those are the ones you actually have to do the side to side. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 12. Good. Keep going. Let's do it again. 1, circle. 2, circle. 3, block. 4, block. 5, pass. And 12, pass. Good. All right, and again, starting from the beginning. 1, circle. 2, circle. 3, 4, 5, pass, and 12. Draw that C. And remember, 5, they're trying to get you whoosh, right in the middle. So you got to move your body out of the way, because if you don't move it and you try to pass it right here, they could still get you, all right? So we need to make sure we move out of the way when we do that 5, all right? So we're blocking and moving out of the way. So don't block with this hand and pass. If you're moving to your left, use your right hand for that pass. All right, let's do it one more time, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move on to the takedowns that we're doing today. All right, so let's go ahead and go. So we got 1, down, 2, down, 3, 4, 5, pass away, and 12, block, and C. Good. So we are going to be focusing on 4, 5, and 12. All right. So 4, 5, and 12. Remember, 4 is if they have their knife in their right hand. So this is my right hand, and they're coming across here and trying to attack you back this way. All right. So we did 3 last week. Now they're coming from over here and they're trying to attack you this way. All right, so the block that we are practicing comes into play here. So we block, we go 1 and 2, right? So we round kick cover, and then just like we've done before, we're gonna do that press, right? So we take our hands from here and we're going to switch them. And when we switch them, we're not going straight up and straight down like 3, we're going at an angle this way, right? So the hand that's up goes across my body, the hand that's down goes up by this shoulder. All right, so that's the press that we're doing there. So what is going to happen is the takedown for this is super easy, all right? So get where you guys can see me and Mr. Churchma so we can show you guys what this one's gonna look like. So again, he comes in with that number 4. I block, all right? From here, yeah. I'm backwards because I'm used to the other side. That's funny. All right, so from here, remember, we pass in. Now, the whole point is his elbow here is bending, right? That's why number 4 is different from 3, because his elbow bends super easy. So from there, I can get him again. It goes straight into him, right? Or it's going to pass behind him. Now, if it passes behind him, my hand that's on the knife is going to shoot up, and I'm switching hands. So if I'm on this side, when I'm here, when I go past, this hand comes down and this hand goes up. And then it's exactly what we did last week with number 3, where we turn around and now he can't really do anything to me. Does that make sense? So we end like we did last week, where your hand's on the shoulder, hand on the wrist. So again, he comes in with that number 4. I block, I press, behind the back. Bring this hand up and this hand down. And then step around behind the bad guy. To make it easy, step behind the bad guy. So, that's that one. One more time, he comes in, I block, I press. If you want, you can bring this hand, instead of bringing it all the way down, bring it to his elbow as you turn around to give it that much more lift. All right, it's an extra thing that you guys can do with it. All right, so goes here. All right, so he attacks, I block, I bring it around. My arm, I can catch this elbow to bring it closer to me, right? Then this hand comes up through the hole. So you see that? I just switch him here, bam, and then around onto his back. That way he can't get me. All right, and remember, just like all of this, I need to keep a hold of the knife hand, because if that knife hand is not controlled, they can still get me. All right, now I'm gonna do it this way. Again, just like always, I'm trying to get as many angles so you guys can see it from all the different angles. So he comes in, I block, I press. Behind the back, this hand that was up here brings it down to the elbow to knock him off balance. From here, the hand that's on my wrist shoots up through the hole, and then I just grab. All right, so if I'm doing this in the air, I step in and I block. I press. I come around, right? So this hand that's up here and this hand that's on the wrist, I bring this hand down to the elbow as I bring this hand up into the hole, and I press down. So my hands do total of 3 different moves. So I go 1, 2, 3. So they're literally just going back and forth like this a lot. But that's what you're doing. So again, I block, I press, and I come around. So my hands switch when I do it. All right, that way it's holding good control. One more time with Mr. Churchman, right here. We'll do it on this side. He comes in, I block, I press. From here, again, my hands switch one more time before I go behind the back. And again, if they're really tall, what do? We have to do that distraction, right? We have to distract them so their mind's off of this. You gotta kick the back of their knee. And now he's even lower than before. All right? Yeah, so you're just going to, you guys know what a front kick is. When you do this front kick though, make sure you use the ball of your foot here, not your toes, right? I use that part of my foot to kick his knee up. That way he's lower to the ground when I take him out. All right, so that's number 4. That's what you guys would use to get your opponent down to the ground, or like basically not able to hurt you. Now, for number 5. Number 5 again is if he's coming in, he's trying to get me right in the middle. All right, so I need to pass and get out of the way, right? I need to step to the side and pass. So he comes in, I pass. From here, my other hand, if you guys remember this one, I go up and over, and I'm gonna elbow, and then I bring it up, and I grab my wrist here. And all I have to do from here is go down. And he'll go down. All right, so if he's on this side, so you guys can see another angle, like I said, he comes in, I pass, I bring it elbow, I bring it up, and I'm grabbing I'm grabbing my arm here, and then all I have to do, again, is go backwards. All right, so that's what it looks like. So again, another angle, he steps in, I pass, I elbow, bring it up and down. All right. One more time from the other angle. Yes, sir. All right. I pass, I elbow, I bring it around, and I go down. All right. Now, if your opponent's bigger than you, this side. Yeah, again, you have to use that distraction, right? When I come in here, I'm basically going into a horse stance. So my knee that's touching his knee, I can just go like this. Now look, he's off balance to the point where if I just go like this, Mr. Churchman's gonna fall down. All right, the whole point is to knock your opponent off balance. So when I come in here, bam, I just drop into a horse stance, and now look, he's off balance. From there, when I bring it up, I need to go from here to here. So I switch from a horse stance to a front stance to take him down. I saw Jaden got it, knocked that off balance. All right, so that's what you want. When you do it, when you pass, it's very important, right? I pass, I bring it in, I drop my weight. From here, I bring this one from here. Wow, I just drew a blank. One more time. Oh, that's right. Okay, anyways. So when I bring it in here, when I do this to knock him off balance, I need to change into a front stance facing the bad guy. And that's where I can take him down. All right, the whole point of this is to have a good base. Your feet are very important. So when I pass, I go around. I got a good base, right? From there, I need to switch it over into another good base. That way, again, if he tries to do anything, I can hold my ground. All right, so we'll do it again. Pass, elbow, around, and down. All right. I'm being nice to Mr. Churchman. He has a shoulder injury, so I don't want to do too much. So that is number 5. All right. Number 5 is what we call one of the more more widely used strikes. All right. That's why we're practicing with it. Someone can come up to you and try to get you like that, right? So we want to be safe. That's why we're teaching you the things that are going to keep you safe. All right. It's very, very important when you do this to move off to the side, whatever side it is. You've got to get your body out of the way completely. Otherwise, they can get you. All right, we got one more to go over. It's number 12. Number 12, remember, that's the one that goes straight up to straight down. When you do it, you are not doing an X, because if they know what they're doing, they're going to get you. But you're going to do that high block and that C. High block, C. All right, so Mr. Churchman, when he attacks me, high block, C. Now remember, if it goes in, awesome. From there, that's the distraction. I can do something to take him down after that. But if it is not that way, right? It goes behind. Keep the circle going. So I see, I keep it around, and I grab his wrist, right? Just like we did in number 2, right? Where we go from here, we grab, and we bring it up, right? That's what we're doing. All right, so again, I draw that C, around, and now I have him. And then all you're doing is going down. All right, you're going with your hands here, the knife hands here, and you just down with your arm. That's all it takes, and the person will go down. Again, if the person's bigger than you are, you need a distraction, right? So he comes in, I bring it around to here. I take my leg. I can side kick, I can round kick, I can do any of those. The whole point is to get him to my level. Does that make sense? So the whole thing, right? So I block, right? So if I'm facing this way, I block, around, grab, up, and that's it, down. If I'm facing you guys, block, around, grab, and down. And again, if they're tall, take them to your level, get them down. All right, so again, I'm gonna have you over here this time for a different angle. So he comes in, block, around, Grab here. Again, if they're too tall. Bam! And then down. All right? That's all number 12 is. Again, it's one of the more simple ones. Good. Do that a few times if you're available to, but practice it. So, block, down, up, and down. All right. Make it look good. Always practicing. Block, around, grab, down. All right. Block, around, grab, and down. Now remember, if you were with me recently in basic class, the video game controller grab that we were talking about, that's what you're doing. You're grabbing it. You're grabbing their arm like you're playing video games. Both thumbs up, all right? If I have his hand, right, when he attacks, the whole point is I grab thumb here and thumb here. That way I have the best hold on his hands, right? Again, video game controller. You guys see that? So when he goes down, I know I'm doing the right thing, all right? Then we get into different things where you do cranks, and those are crazy. But that's when you become a black belt, when you get to learn all those fun things. So that is the takedown for number 12. Now, like I just said, we do this stuff in black belt class. When you guys become black belts, this is something that gets added on to your curriculum. Something that you guys can look forward to is this kind of stuff where we do stick and knife defense, where we do defense against a stick or a knife. We do takedowns. We do a whole bunch of different things. This is something that gets added on when you become that black belt. Something you guys can look forward to, all right? All of this stuff, if you enjoy it, this is some of my favorite stuff. I love doing all this self-defense stuff, all right? So when you become a black belt, you get to learn some pretty cool things. Keep going with what you're doing. All this stuff that I am teaching you is to keep you safe, right? All this knife defense is if you get in this situation now, you know how to do it correctly to where you can keep yourself safe. Okay, this is very important because I want you guys to be safe. I hope you guys want to be safe, and this will keep you going longer. All right, now again, I can't stress this enough. If it's just a situation where they're have you at knife point and they're saying, "Give me your phone, give me your money, give me your stuff," hand it to them. Seriously, just give it to them. Because these things right here, these plastic and metal, like little computers, these could be replaced. Wallets can be replaced. You know what can't be replaced? You guys can't be replaced. So if they are just asking for your possessions, give it to them. Seriously, give it to them. But don't try, again, if someone is coming at you and they're like, "Give me your stuff," and you don't do it, you're like, "Oh, I got this." Does that make sense? They can still get you, right? And we don't want that. This stuff that I'm teaching you is if your possessions are not enough. They're trying to hurt you. That's all they want. Now, that's where it comes into play, where whatever they do, right, I need to make sure I'm going home because I want to go home. And I want you guys to go home too, all right? So this stuff is very important. I know this is very serious, but this is why we teach these things. It's because I want you guys to be safe, all right? Other than that, a few announcements for you guys. Remember, this week is your testing week for everyone. Make sure you're here at the karate school Monday or Tuesday for that test. All right, Wednesday and Thursday is fitness testing. All right, so make sure you guys are doing that as well. And then for everyone in level 3, your guys' test is Friday and high reds and level 3. Your guys' test is Friday. Mrs. Ogle sent out an email to everyone everyone that basically tells you guys what is what, all right? That way you guys can keep track and make sure you guys are ready for testing this week. The last thing is the 13th. We are technically having a graduation for everyone. It's going to be kind of like what we did last time, where it's going to be a curbside pickup. So you guys will come in, grab your belts and all your sheets and homework and everything, and then you guys can go on your merry way. All right? That's how this week is going to be going. Make sure if you're a blue belt, you are testing on all level 1 things, right? Well, how it's going to work is you're going to be here and you're going to do the current thing. So you're going to do Chunji, 1 and karate combinations 1 through 4. But all the other forms and combinations you're going to do on video. That way we're not wasting too much time in class, all right? So for my blue belts, you're going to videotape all of the other 3 forms and the combination sets that you're missing, as well as, so that's what you're videotaping. But the stuff we're doing right now, so again, Chunji, 1, and karate combinations 1 through 4, you're testing here at the karate school. All right, for level 2, you guys know what you're testing on. For my high reds, the people that are testing into level 3, you guys are progress checking on Monday and Tuesday, and then your test is going to be Friday the 12th. All right, make sure you know that, because that is when we do our high red and level 3 testing. So that is what's going on this week. We're still going to be doing leadership like this Monday through Thursday. All right, but that's how the testing's going to go. All right, so with that, and that's basically all the announcements I have for now. Just know that if you have a question, feel free to stay on. That way I can answer your questions. Other than that, if you do not have any questions, you guys are free to go. Have a good afternoon. Bye.